I see a text in front of me. I turn on the camera, point the camera to the text, swipe up with two fingers and tap on the text.
Computer applications.
So this is how you can make your OnePlus 80 read out any text you see around you, maybe on a signboard, maybe on a menu in any language and also in different accents. I will show you how. Here on the browser, I swipe up with two
This is
fingers
the
from the
second
bottom
update for
edge
the
and
OnePlus Nord this month, and while smaller, it still brings a couple of nice new features.
it reads
The
out the
namespace
paragraph
has
I
been
tap.
enhanced, while the October security patches. Keep
I
in
can
mind that
skip
the OTA
parts
update
or
is available only for India and global
speed up
variants of the
the
handset,
text to speech conversion.
while Europe will have to wait a little longer.
Stopping closes the speak screen feature. If you want, you can also drag and select any part
This is the second
that you
update
want
for
the
the
phone to
OnePlus
read out
Nord
to
this
you.
month, and while smaller, it
The
still
beauty
brings
of
a
this
couple
feature
of nice
is
new
you can
features.
scroll down and even close the
Namespace has been
application,
enhanced,
do
while
other
the
things on
October
your phone. The
security patch
readout
is
will be
also part
in
of
the
it.
background. So
Keep in
no need to
mind that
waste
the
time
OTA
reading
update is
emails,
available.
text messages or maybe web content, and you can multitask just like that. There is an experimental feature which can even read out text in images.
iPhone 12.
There you go. It works just fine.
iPhone 12. X. Beta. 2020. iPhones.
And lastly, if you want the device to speak the whole screen,
Forget
just
about the
play.
Nord. Grab a OnePlus 7T for $399 instead.
Before I show you how to enable this awesome feature, you can alternatively get accessibility menu. Swipe up with two fingers and hold to switch to this option. Next, you can get this just with swipe with two fingers, just like the way I have shown you before for the speak screen. So this is the accessibility menu, and if you look closely, you can access different settings, like you can increase the brightness, decrease it, you can change the volume power of the device, you can get the recent apps, lock the phone. Very useful for one-handed uses or if you have any kind of disabilities. You can alternatively tap and hold the volume up and down keys simultaneously for the accessibility menu and also for talkback. Now let me show you how to set up these nice features. First, visit the settings menu on your OnePlus 8T, then systems, accessibility here at the top. Select speak for the first option, turn the toggle on, and from the settings menu here, you get the options read in the background and read text in images. Now I have talked before how you can change the language and even the accent. So under text to speech output settings, you can change the language and also you get different accents. Let's try English India. So first, I will swipe up and hold to switch to select to speak. This is how Indians speak
Forget
English,
about the Nord.
guys.
Grab a OnePlus 7T for $399 instead.
Now, let's maybe switch to English UK to show you the difference.
Forget about the Nord. Grab a OnePlus 7T for $399
That sounds like a
instead.
great price for OnePlus 7T. Let's also try French. This can be a great tool to learn the language.
1. Comment vous appelez-vous? What's your name?
For the accessibility menu I have shown you before, you get the option here. You can keep it on and turn on the feature by two finger swipe or tap and hold the volume keys. Before I talk about the next feature, guys, I want to quickly show you that if you switch to navigation bar option with on-screen keys, then for the accessibility feature I have shown you, you get a small guy here at the bottom right corner. So that's how it looks. This is the guy who speaks your screen. So if you want it to read out the screen, just give it a poke and it does the job without the two finger swipe up gesture.
C'est une question.
The next trick I am gonna show you is one of the best features. Here on the messaging option, if you visit the menu option at the top right corner, you get messages for web. That is, you can send and receive messages on your computer, which is so useful, guys. Maybe you are out of station in a foreign country where cellular service is not active, so you can get your OTP directly on your computer. Just scan the QR code which can be found at messages.google.com/web on your computer. You can remember your computer so that you don't have to do this every time. Video calling is also available using Google Duo. So here you get all of your messages. You can create one. There are a couple of useful settings like spam filter and all, and there is also a dark theme. Guys, the next feature I personally find very handy. Here on the dialer settings, you will get an option in the advanced menu to flip to silence, that is to silence an incoming call. You can simply put the phone face down, so maybe you are in a meeting or in your school, forgot to turn on silent mode, so that's the fastest way you can mute the ringtone. Next, let's talk about some nifty features that will enhance your productivity. So here on the recents menu, if you tap and hold on any app, you can get split screen, that is you can split the screen into two and open two apps side by side, top and bottom. That's how you make the best use of the big display and multitask. You can open two web pages at the same time, maybe Chrome at the top and Firefox at the bottom, or maybe chat while you are watching a video. And there is a nice trick I want to show you here. If you have YouTube at the top, when you resize the window, it basically magnetically snaps to the video window. And as you have seen, if I tap home, I can basically minimize the YouTube window with the video on. So that can be a way to hide the video in public places. You can open any other application in the split screen view. Another shorthand trick I want you to know is 3-finger screenshot. So swipe down with 3 fingers and you take a screenshot which can be expanded, so you can tap anytime on the screen to stop the scroll, and there you have your screenshot. And it's very useful in web pages, in PDFs, to take a screenshot of the whole page. You can also annotate, draw, add text, which can be useful for giving directions and for making corrections in PDFs maybe. If this feature is not enabled by default, visit the buttons and gesture settings, then quick gestures. There you have the option. Next handy feature I am gonna show you is app shortcuts, which you can get by tapping and holding on app icons. So you can directly access these in-app features, and if you tap and hold on these shortcuts, you can basically add that to your home screen. So next time you want to take a portrait, just tap here and you get the portrait mode ready for you. I do this for my frequent or favorite contacts, so I can add this contact here to make a call right away without looking for the contact in the recents or in the contacts menu. There are a couple of interesting features I have found in the Wi-Fi and network settings. So here under SIM and network settings, you get data saver, which basically restricts data connection for up to 2 apps at a time. The app you are currently using can access data but may do so less frequently, like images won't be loaded automatically, you have to tap them to see. Guys, you can speed up your download speed dramatically with dual channel download acceleration, which will be using both Wi-Fi and mobile data at the same time. And under SIM and network settings, you get this option data connection switch during calls. That is, when you are on a call on the SIM 1, the data connection will switch to SIM 2 so that you remain connected when Wi-Fi is not available. If you switch phones frequently like I do, under systems you get backup, that is you can back up your apps and apps data, your call history, contacts and device settings, which includes Wi-Fi passwords and permissions, into your Google Drive, so that in the new device just log into your account and you get all the data directly without any complications. OnePlus 8T allows you to maintain multiple accounts, so maybe if your kids use your phone, so you can create a separate account or maybe the guest account for them, or you can maintain a separate account for yourself to separate your personal and professional life. If you add a user like this, it will be a full-fledged account with all the features. The guest user can be restricted to make calls. So let's have a quick look at how the new account will look like. It's just like your primary account with all the features and options, but your apps, contacts, your photos, videos, nothing is accessible from the guest account. It's a completely separate space. I got the 12 gig RAM variant of OnePlus 80, which is really value for money, and under system settings there is an option called RAM boost to get the best use of the RAM you have on your OnePlus device. It's very smart. It can learn your usage pattern and can predict apps to launch and data to load so that it takes the full advantage of the RAM capacity to speed up your daily performance. In your notification center, you might have noticed this small icon here. It's for maintaining work and life balance. You can separate your personal and professional notifications. Don't get distracted when you are busy at work or maybe at home. You take a break, spend time with your family, or have some me time. So you can basically schedule your work and your personal time. Even set the location of your home and your office so that the application can intelligently switch. So definitely check this feature out, guys. This is the live mode. As you can see, guys, there is no app name, only icons, which looks very neat. And also a lot of you guys were asking about this icon pack. It's called Viral. I downloaded it. You can download this from here. To hide the app names, visit home screen layout and there you have the option. If you are coming from iOS, this might be interesting to you. You can disable apps drawer and have all the apps and games on the home screen only. And lastly, you can directly open the search app option when you open the apps drawer, and I think this is a must do. So whenever you are searching for any app, no need to scroll on your apps drawer, you can search right away. So these are some nifty features to speed up your user experience with your OnePlus 80. Stay tuned for the part 3 and also a very special camera tips and tricks for professional photo and videography. Don't forget to subscribe to Gadgets Portal. Maybe hit the like button and comment if you have any queries. This is Shukesh signing off.